November 19th marks the final sentencing of one of China's most controversial cases, and arguably the finalization of a major turning point for China's judicial and administrative apparatus in Hong Kong. In 2019, a series of massive protests erupted across Hong Kong after the passing of a bill that allowed the extradition of fugitives to mainland China. In response, Beijing passed the national security law, giving more autonomy to Beijing over Hong Kong's partially independent administration. The law criminalizes secession and subversion, which is exactly what 47 pro-democracy activists were arrested for in 2021. The group had secured the majority of votes from 600,000 participants in an unofficial primary election, during a period when Hong Kong's pro-democracy movement was gaining momentum. Beijing accused the party of trying to break Hong Kong away from its administration.
The trial of the 47th is clearly intended by the authorities to put a marker down that if you try to do anything like that, then you will face very severe consequences. And the range of people who are being caught up in this network of 47 will show that even people who are known to be very, very moderate indeed can be caught in the net.
After several hearings, 14 of the pro-democracy leaders have pleaded guilty to try and receive a lighter sentence. Others, like former lawmaker Eddie Chu, hope to keep setting an example.
It is an honor for me as a political representative of Hong Kong people to face prosecution from the dictatorship.
Many pro-democracy politicians resigned after the adoption of the sweeping national security law, as did at least 6 foreign judges from Hong Kong's highest court. But Beijing has its own criticisms.
I read the responses from members of the legal profession and members of the community this morning. The comments are all about the following. The resignations are politically motivated, they have been put under political pressure, and that's a kind of political manipulation. I have reason to suspect these allegations of political manipulation are true.
Another pro-democracy figure caught in the national security net is Jimmy Lai, a media tycoon whose fierce condemnations of the Chinese government were reflected in his newspaper. He also led several pro-democracy demonstrations. Lai, who could face a life behind bars, is set to testify before court on Wednesday. Whatever the rulings, the reasons, or the means, what's certain is Beijing is exerting more control over Hong Kong. Yunus Demiroglu, TRT World.